Amid dire warnings from President Bush, congressional leaders say they're getting closer to an agreement on a bailout plan as Senators Obama and McCain get set to head to the White House later today. CBS News senior White House correspondent Bill Plante is there. Bill, good morning.
Morning, Maggie. President Bush, who has stayed in the background and let his Treasury Secretary handle this crisis, has now stepped into the drama and sounded an alarm. He warned that if the candidates in Congress fail to reach a bipartisan solution, the nation faces dire consequences.
Ultimately, our country could experience a long and painful recession. Fellow citizens, we must not let this happen.
Explaining why the financial system needs a $700 billion bailout, Mr. Bush addressed popular reluctance to spend taxpayer dollars.
Given the situation we are facing, not passing a bill now would cost these Americans much more later.
In Congress, members of both parties have been reluctant to act because of public outrage.
The American dream is gone for me. I just can't save for a house. Where do you put the money at?
I have a lot of trouble with the fact that they're bailing out a big business that made a lot of mistakes.
The president signaled that he would go along with some of lawmakers' key demands: congressional oversight and a cap on executive pay for any company which gets federal help. On the campaign trail, John McCain announced that he was suspending his campaign, including tomorrow's first debate with Barack Obama, to return to Washington.
We must meet as Americans, not as Democrats or Republicans, and we must meet until this crisis is resolved.
The president has invited both candidates to meet here today with him and congressional leaders. Obama accepted and will be here, but he refused to postpone tomorrow's debate.
I think there's no reason why we can't be constructive in helping to solve this problem and also tell the American people what we believe and where we stand and where we want to take the country.
In an attempt to at least appear not to be playing politics with the bailout issue, the two candidates released a joint statement Wednesday evening agreeing that this is a time to rise above politics for the good of the country and come together to prove that Washington is once again capable of leading this country. The meeting gets underway here this afternoon, and hopes are now raised for a solution, at least by the time the markets open on Monday morning, although it probably has more to do with the willingness of the administration to accept some of the key provisions wanted by both sides in Congress than with the appeal of the president. Maggie?
CBS's Bill Plante. Thank you, Bill. Joining us now from St. Louis is CBS News chief Washington correspondent and host of Face the Nation, Bob Schieffer. Bob, good morning.
Good morning.
I think everyone's happy to see the candidates talk about the economy. But yesterday, Barack Obama was publicizing the fact that he called John McCain on the phone first to try to come up with a joint statement. Senator McCain was publicizing the fact that he decided to suspend his campaign and urged Senator Obama to do the same, which has a lot of people wondering whether this is more political than genuine concern for the economy.
Well, there's no question there's some theatrics and some politics in this, but I think the thing that everybody agrees on is the severity of the real concern that people are having on both sides about the economy itself and about the financial underpinnings of the country. When you hear a conservative president like George Bush last night talking about the possibility of a financial meltdown if these steps aren't taken. You've got to take that with some seriousness. I am told, Maggie, that the way that McCain got involved in this in the first place, the Treasury Secretary was briefing Republicans in the House yesterday. The Republican conference asked how many were ready to support the bailout plan. Only 4 of them held up their hands. Paulson then called, according to my sources, Senator Lindsey Graham, who is very close to John McCain, and told him, you've got to get to people in the McCain campaign. You've got to convince John McCain to give these Republicans some political cover. If you don't do that, this whole bailout plan is going to fail. So that's how McCain apparently became involved. He has gotten what he wants. He's going to have this meeting, kind of a summit today with the president and Barack Obama. I'm told that the leaders of both parties are getting close to having some kind of a bill. The question, though, is whether rank-and-file Republicans especially are going to vote for this.
And another huge question is whether the debate will go on Friday as scheduled. Senator McCain has said he will not be there unless an agreement is reached. Senator Obama has said he will regardless. So what happens?
I think we'll have to wait and see what happens today. My belief and my feeling is, from talking to people on all sides, is if they can at least make some progress on coming together, then the debate will go on as scheduled on Friday night. You know, there are some people, though, who are saying that the McCain people are really nervous about the vice presidential debate, Sarah Palin against Joe Biden, which is scheduled for next Thursday. They are suggesting that maybe the McCain people would be very happy if they could postpone this presidential debate scheduled for Friday and substitute it for the vice presidential debate next Thursday. Now, I'm just telling you, I can't get that confirmed, but it is some of the talk that is going around here. We'll just have to wait and see what happens here today.
All right, Bob Schieffer in St. Louis, thank you.